Gilly. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Steelers going up against the Raiders. So the time has come. Let's send you out to the stadium and join the two men that will have the Super Bowl call. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas at NRG Stadium in Houston. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Oakland Raiders. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton. We are honored to be here for the biggest spectacle in sports, the Super Bowl. Are you ready, partner?
I am more than ready, and I love the word you used. Honored, because it is an honor to be here. It's a privilege to be here. My excitement is just about to burst through the booth. I can't wait to do this.
Well, and sitting with both of these teams and talking in the meetings and media day and all the hoopla that goes into this, there was one. Common theme. They're ready to stop the talking and start playing football.
Yeah, they were probably ready a while ago. Now they can just focus on it. It's done. The only talking they have to worry about now is post-game, and they hope that they'll be talking as the winning team.
And we'll see. You know, both sides come in with a game plan to start. We'll see how the adjustments are made throughout, because there are always adjustments in this game.
I want to see if they come out conservative, trying to minimize errors, or if they have enough confidence to attack early and try and take advantage of the other team's nervousness.
And we shift our attention to the Pittsburgh Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger, Charles, a man who could become the next 50,000-yard passer in the coming season. would have had his fifth 4,000-yard individual season last year if it wasn't for the couple of games he missed.
I think his consistency is something we have to start talking about, because we talk about being one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and there's really no doubt about that. But just him answering the bell year after year, putting up those kind of numbers, and leading one of the best offenses in the league. Also, remember Big Ben as a younger quarterback, moving out of the pocket, taking the hits, shrugging them off? Now he's staying in the pocket and winning from there more and more, and I think that's going to enhance his career going forward.
Here's Roethlisberger trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. And some room to roam now. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out, because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule, as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. On Bell. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Partner, that defensive win reminds me of something a coach of mine used to say all the time. If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it. And the defense did exactly that.
Brown, the lone receiver, left. On second down, Roethlisberger. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
Coaches really don't care from what position they this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And now a first down following that long gain. Brown, the lone receiver, left. They come out here in the I. Now a first down carry by Bell. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL, those same guys.
And they're going to bring him down, back across midfield at the 45. Mario Edwards in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And he can't bring it in. Incomplete. He dropped it on the crossing route. Fourth down now. On now the Steelers' second-year punter. This is Australian-born Jordan Berry. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Carr. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make this a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And on the ground they go with the running back. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. He finds Roberts, complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. From the gun, it's Carr. Forced out to his left. Wide open receiver, complete. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Red zone opportunity. Now Carr again. And this is caught by Cooper for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders add on to their lead. So that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
On the return, it's Niall Davis. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. That was a nice play by the defense, but the offense can't let that one play define them. Let it go, move on, and start over again.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Bryant with a catch right side. 29-yard line brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Bell. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Third and inches, you pretty much expect to see straight-ahead runs, and this one doesn't quite go that way. And it certainly didn't help him trying to pick up a first down.
Yeah, tried to get to the outside, lost yardage. They'll go for it with Bell. A strong running. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
On second down, here's Carr. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught by Cooper for a Raider touchdown. Cooper, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
On second down, it's Bell. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And Bryant's got it over the middle. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send the bits at him right away and see if he holds up.
Roethlisberger, man open left side is Brown. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Brown finishing 2016 with over 1,200 yards, 106 receptions. Now for him, you know, people were expecting maybe some bigger numbers, Charles. What did you make of Antonio Brown's season?
Well, what I made of it is that he started to get more help along the way. Jesse James developed at tight end. Once Le'Veon Bell got into the lineup, he started to catch passes out of the backfield and ate up a few numbers as well. So Big Ben had more targets to throw it to. That should help Antonio Brown going forward in 2017 because he'll still be the primary gap plays downfield.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And he's got Rodgers. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
On second down, Roethlisberger. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
23 yards on the play. Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he will find his man on the outside. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
They come out here in the eye. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal.
Want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak, nothing doing.
Better be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah, he might come get me, right? Good luck with that, Bard.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Okay, offense, you're getting down close, but it's still just the 2nd quarter. I say take the 3 points. Plenty of game left to play.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Here's Roethlisberger. That's caught at the 1. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Sammy Coates from 3 yards out. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So that about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And there's your standard issue draw play. I like it a lot better when it's actually been set up.
And a long way to go for the offense here on second down.
All right, here we go.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Play action. Now it's Carr. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Ryan Shazier in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. Now Brown.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic first down.
Now they'll try to sweep with Bell. And a cut to the left sideline.
Oh, good luck with that.
Oh, my goodness. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They go play action here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. That'll bring up 2nd down.
But that's the type of pass play that you need to wait for routes to develop. You need a little time in the pocket, but that's hard to do when you got people in your face.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. 2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Eli Rogers, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Whenever I see an in route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Here's Roethlisberger. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
That's fielded in the end zone. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Carr now on 1st down. A right side catch by Crabtree. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached intermission in what has been a back-and-forth Super Bowl 51 from Houston. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley. Do you seriously just skip the halftime of the Super Bowl? Who does that? It's a Super Bowl. Watch the halftime show. All right, here we go. Third quarter action now. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustment.
Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The second half starts with a carry by Bell, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Second down following the run. They come out here in the eye. Roethlisberger. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now Bell. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And it's hauled in by Rodgers for a Steeler touchdown. Eli Rodgers, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Roethlisberger looking to throw. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by David Anderson. And now off to the races down the right side. 20, 10, 5. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. A chance for us again to look at this Pittsburgh defense. Now the interception for them the last time, and that turned into 6 points.
You think during their break they reminded the offense that, hey, we helped you guys out a little bit, right? You know, they want to see if they can do it again for them. They're putting together an entire team game by how they're playing on defense.
So the interception the last drive, what will happen here? Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Hayward in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic, this is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field? My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie? And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Ryan Shazier in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And we put our focus now on Le'Veon Bell. And the numbers show the improvement, and this is kind of what we thought we would expect to see from him. I know we overanalyze these things sometimes. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and the Raiders pick it up. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Carr now to throw. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Looking to jam the receivers at the line. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. He's got time. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And marching back out there now, the Raiders defense gets ready. They recovered the fumble last time. 3 turnovers for them in this game. They've been, that word opportunistic comes to mind, right?
Exactly right. And you know guys on defense, they say the turnovers, the offensive guys call them turnovers. We call them takeaways. We go get them. And that's exactly what they've done in this game.
The former DB making sure you know their takeaways on the defense.
Takeaways, man. Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive lineman job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
This is Bell. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, here's Bell. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's not always as straight as that team wanted it more than the other, but on that play, it actually was true. They were faster to the ball.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with what? And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
We talk all the time about how important it is to have leverage in blocking. It's also a big part of policing up gaps. Did you move someone out of the A gap? Did you move them out of the B gap in order to create space for your guy to run? In this case, all those gaps were shut down.
Yeah, the movement was defensive, and they got him for a loss. Now Roethlisberger back into his end zone. Man open left side is Brown. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Bryant with a catch right side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll run it now out of the gun. Now Bell hit. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So the offense able to recover the fumble, but it's third down now. From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. The all-pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually...
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Bryant has it. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. A good catch there and a first down for the offense.
Excellent awareness by the receiver to know where the first down marker was.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. This will be caught by Brown. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who could turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Second down now after the pass completion. A give to Bell. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Again, it's Bell. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 12. And that'll be good for a Pittsburgh first. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, Roethlisberger. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Let's just go ahead and go back to that play with his eyes, because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. You're probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection, if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you're going to check and see what the back's going to do, and if he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude it? Are you going to take him on and hold your spot? What are you going to do? In this case, didn't have to do any of that. Saw all of his keys, saw the play in front of him, and ran clean to the ball carrier and finished off the play.
They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. Oh, The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football.
Now some confusion offensively here as Carr's going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Now this time Carl throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know the debate always rages about whether you want to be in man coverage or zone coverage versus slant routes, and there's pros and cons either way, but a big pro to being in zone versus the slant. If you don't backpedal and you read it right away, you can see it the whole time because the quarterback, through his eyes, when he gets ready to throw it, you just react and go right to the football, and on that play, got there and batted it away.
That one good for 10 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So this was a case of better safe than sorry. All the receivers were locked up, so he had to try and run for it, but he ended up having to slide short of the marker.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Carr now on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It goes as a pickup of 23. Good enough for an Oakland first down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Two minutes to go in Super Bowl 51 from Houston. We're back to crown a champion after this. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Steps away to his left. And some space here. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
No, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
On third down, Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown. Complete. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And quickly, they get to the line. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And his throw here's incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll come out in the pistol. 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Bryant spread out to the right. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They come up with 1 running back. That's Bell. 2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Backing up. This will be caught by Brown. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And the seemingly endless drive continues. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On third down, Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance. It just was unsuccessful.
And some room to work. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. And the Oakland Raiders are on top of the football world. They will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as the Super Bowl champions. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.